What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Vampire Weekend. Yes, indeed. How about that? Vampire Weekend making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Josh Mosher, and Josh wanted to see me react to this. It is Vampire Weekend with a song called Kids Don't Stand a Chance.
Oh, wow, we are fried.
Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, yeah, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Jay Cox, okay? And the video has 415,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Vampire Weekend, Kids Don't Stand a Chance, live on Conan. Oh boy. Yeah, I've had issue with it's not Conan I have the issue with. It depends. Is this when he's on NBC? Is this when he's on TBS? Is this when he's on, you know, it's obviously on his own, but I mean, I don't know where. If it's NBC, I've had issues with them in the past, so I don't know when this is. TBS usually doesn't give me a problem. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. Let's just hope for the best, yeah? All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Back. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite a year for my next guest, whose self-titled debut album was one of the most talked about releases of the year. Please give a huge welcome to New York City's own Vampire Weekend.
Harpsichord patch, really? It's out. Well, we might have a violin solo. That could be interesting. Not my cup of tea at all. No, it's very open sounding. It's very, I don't want to say hollow sounding, but it's very open sounding. Very staccato playing from pretty much every instrument. Guitar, very staccato. Bass, very staccato. Keyboards, utilizing patches that are by default very staccato. No length to the notes. Everything's very short, very crisp. The best way to describe it is staccato. It really is the best way to describe it. It does leave a lot to be desired from a fullness standpoint. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not. I'm sorry. I wish I could, guys. I really wish I could sit here and lie to you guys and say, "Oh, I'm loving this." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I could try and say that. I guarantee you would see it on my face. You would know I'm lying. So, no, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna insult your intelligence. I'm not digging this. I cannot wait for this to be over. They're doing a fine job with what they're doing. They are, but I'm not digging it. The harmonies sound good on the vocals. Yeah, the vocals sound clean. But the vocal style, it's almost like a reggae style. I'm just not feeling it, man. And they got a string quartet. Now, I do have a question. I get the drummer, the bass player, the guitar player, the keyboard player. I know they're in the band. The string quartet over here, are they just here for this performance, or are they actual members of the band? I don't know. Something tells me they're here for this performance, and that's it. They're not actually a part of Vampire Weekend. The thing that's kind of giving that away is everybody has a music stand, so they don't know the song very well. That's my guess. Is they're just here. They're hired for this performance. So, but it looks like we might have a violin solo. That could be interesting. That might turn things up a little bit. Let's see how this goes.
Shot to pieces, the kids don't stand a chance.
It looks like the cello player is doubling up on the bass part.
was fantastic. Thank you very much.
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much. I love that song. Vampire Weekend. We'll take a break and be right back.
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
God, that was fantastic. Heaven forbid he ever sees Dream Theater. His mind's gonna be blown. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm trying to find something, anything to bring this score up, and unfortunately, I'm not finding anything. Let me dig deep. Let me really dig deep into the barrel here. Let me get my trowel and my shovel and my hoe and my rake, and let me see if I could scrape something together here to save this. Let me get my thoughts together. I'm gonna need a lot of time on this one. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Vampire Weekend with Kids Don't Stand a Chance. This was a request from Josh Mosher. Boy. This was a doozy. All right. I tried, man. I tried. I scraped the bottom of this barrel as hard as I could without damaging the barrel, and even then I wonder if I might have pulled some splinters out, but at the end of the day, there's only so much I can scrape out, man. There really is. So this score, unfortunately, is not a great score. It's not great, it's not good, it's not even okay. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 3.7. Yeah, 3.7. Look, I don't take any joy in giving low scores. I don't take any pleasure in dishing out low scores, but when the score is deserved, I'm gonna give it, and this is absolutely deserving that 3.7. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 3.7, what does that mean? Well, unfortunately, a 3.7, it's not a positive score. We're down in the negatives. This was a pretty bad song. Yeah, so a 3.7 would translate to a pretty bad scale rating because I think it's a pretty bad song. It would get 2 out of 5 stars and a D+ letter grade. Now that's still passing. You can still pass with a D+, but I wouldn't be proud of it. So there you go, a 3.7, which is a pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars, and a D+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh boy. So glad you asked. First and foremost, this song was absolutely unimaginative. They came up with a single riff, and they used that single riff through the verses, through the pre-choruses, through the choruses, through the solo sections. It was the exact same riff over and over and over again. One of my biggest gripes was the bass player. Dude, if you're gonna be playing up on the neck like that the entire song, put the bass down and pick up a guitar. You might as well be playing a guitar because you're up in the guitar range. So why bother playing the bass? That doesn't make any sense to me. He never went down the neck. He was up here on the neck the entire time, playing notes that a guitar player could be playing. What was the point? What was the point? He's playing staccato, he's playing rhythmically, yeah, sure, but there's no low end. There was no low end at all. And as a bass player, I find that to be really annoying. I really do. I like it when don't get me wrong, I love it when bass players go up on the neck when there is a reason. But a bass player's job is what? First and foremost, to keep time. Did he keep time? Yeah, he did. But up on the neck? Why are you playing a bass? Seriously, where's the low end? There was none. There was no bottom end to this. It sounded, as a result, I hate to say it, but the song sounded hollow as a whole. And one of the big reasons why it sounded hollow was because the bass player was taking on the job of a guitar player. It just made no sense to me whatsoever. The guitar player's playing sounded fine. I had no issue with the guitar player's playing. The keyboard player, utilizing that harpsichord patch, it was cute the first time. It was cute. Second and third time, it was annoying because now you're not helping with a keyboard, especially with a keyboard. You're not going to get any fullness out of a keyboard playing a harpsichord tone.
That's how I feel.
It ends up becoming very hollow. You're not going to get a whole lot of sustain out of a harpsichord. So between that, the bass player playing up on the neck and the guitar player also playing up on his neck as well, getting a very upper range with everything, nothing in the bottom. It just sounded hollow as hell. Vocally, very thin sounding. I know that's what they're going for. And to be honest with you, the vocal performance, what was happening within the vocals, fitting in with the context of the song, it made sense. Sure, it did make sense, but it didn't add anything as far as fullness to the song. It just made it sound more hollow. Additional voices all up here, it didn't offer anything down here. The harmonizing was nice. I'll give the harmonizing its due. When they would sing in harmony, their harmonies were clean. I will absolutely give it that. It's one of the reasons why we're up in the 3s and not down in the 1s and 2s. Their harmonies were done well. I will give credit where credit's due. The string quartet. Now, I don't know if that string quartet is actually a part of the group. I don't think they are because all 4 of them had sheet music in front of them with music stands. When you're a part of the band, you don't need sheet music. Like, I've been in bands where we've had string players. They didn't need sheet music because they knew the songs. They knew them very well. They had the songs memorized. They had their parts memorized. So they didn't need sheet music. So that to me tells me that they are not actually a part of the group. They were there strictly for this performance. Kind of a shame because the number one reason why we are not down in the 1s and 2s was that string quartet. They're the only reason that we had any real fullness, any real body to the song because they were playing legato, number 1, multiple voices. You had the cello player emulating what the bass player was doing, but in a legato style, adding some length to the tone, to each note. It was nice. It changed up the tone quite a bit. I'm being dead serious. The string section is the reason why we are in the 3s and not down in the 2s. Honest to God, I think Vampire Weekend really needs to consider making that string quartet a permanent part of their band because if this song is indicative of their style of playing and what their songs all sound like, oh boy. Oh, I love how Conan just came out flat out lied. Impressive, guys. That's impressive. Heaven forbid they ever have Nightwish on the Conan O'Brien show. Conan O'Brien will lose his ever-loving mind if he sees Nightwish or Baby Metal or Bandmaid or Love Bites or Aldius or Unlucky Morpheus or any of these Japanese bands. Heaven forbid they ever show up. Or like I said, Nightwish or Soilwork or good luck. And any of these bands that ever show up on Conan, he's gonna have his mind absolutely blown if he thinks this is impressive. That, come on, man, you're not fooling anybody. Anyway, yeah, this was a hard song to get through. I could not wait for this song to be over. So yeah, 3.7. Like I said, the only things that really saved this were the string quartet first and foremost, and the vocal harmonies. They were really well done. I will absolutely give credit where credit's due. Everything else, keep it. I don't want it. I will never listen to this song ever again. And if I can help it, I mean, I don't know if the rest of Vampire Weekend's material sounds like this. If it does, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. So anyway, 3.7, I feel good with that score. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't feel good about it. I don't like giving out bad scores, but that is exactly the score I feel this song deserves, and that's where we're gonna stay. So, let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 3.7, which is a pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars, and a D+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.